was busy with the lads in Elson's Grove. You and me both. Gonna find the wizard who gave us the contract that got my people killed. Left out all the important bits, like beware, treasures beneath a pile of goblins. The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic called the Night Song. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. It's supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. Yeah, and I'd do the same again. It weren't my responsibility. If you want to play the hero, go ask the goblins nicely, and maybe they'll give you whatever's left of him.
Get over there! Surround him like! You've spotted us! Good! It's like they say. No fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked. We got you surrounded. Here's how this goes. You take one step further, and we'll fill your front with arrows. Or you turn around, and your backside gets the same treatment.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Suppose it's best to save our strength for a real threat. Go on then. Just keep your nose clean.
Hey! Up here! Let me down! Keep chirping, birdie! It's music to mine! Well, I'll be me old friend, Captain Failure. You! Sing for me, Roach. Tell me everything you know. I know you ain't seeing much. And there's an army of us, and just a couple of you. So you ain't the one gonna be asking questions.
Your parasite burns in concert with Will's, paralyzing rage and a hunger for answers.
Stand with me, mate. Carve him up, but keep him breathing. I've got some questions to ask, and I'll burn the answers from his shite-stained throat. Your man ain't tell ya Spike clobbered his noggin and nicked his eye? I's the one holding his head. Nice to see you, Captain. Thought you'd burn with the other corpses. Gods damn you! You'll point me to Spike, and then I will make you suffer! The normal survive. This cockroach comes first. Look at that! The captain grew some bollocks! Me loose! Oh, bag of Cabara. There's pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me.
That's how this works, yes? My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I'm heading to his home in the Underdark to discover what happened. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Damn it all to the hells. I wanted to knock him out, not kill him. He could lead me to Spike. Spike's the goblin that ripped my eye out, and I've got reason to think he's holed up in their camp. I'll fill in the rest later. Now let's get to that camp. This time Spike paid for his crimes.
Dark secrets. Vengeful urges. Don't leave me in suspense just as you threaten to become interesting.
You want the full measure of the blade? Take me to Spike. All will be laid bare.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving. Nothing. A trick of the light. But something tells me there might be a solution to some of our problems hiding in this wilderness. Let's just call it intuition. We should keep going. If I spot anything, I'll let you know. There's signs there was a conflict around here, some time ago, and different to what we've seen so far. Conflict needs opposing sides. Whoever they were, they must have had resources. A little investigating could turn up something of interest. Let's go. It's nothing. Even if it was something, I'm clearly not going to tell you, am I? Let's go.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you've got another reason to be here. Feck shite.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Good for you, mate. Now get out of my sight before my wall grips you a new hole. How'd you know? Dumb as a rock, but world class at tearing the throats out of wee ones, she is. Rest of her litters inside in the pens. Beautiful beasts. Be a shame if you came all this way without having a look. But I can't let you pass just like that. Celebrating a raid we are. You'll need to wear our war colours. Nice to have this across the mug. Ought to do it. Go on. Don't skimp, neither. I can't believe you did it! You stupid idiot! Go on, mate. Enjoy the festivities. You earned it. Depends who you are. We're celebrating a raid. No better time in camp than this. Get yourself a bit of fun before it dries up. Ripped the guts out of Wackeen's rest, we did. Inns are good for gutting. Lads even captured some duke. Worth celebrating, that is.
With fabulous crown and with sceptre arrayed, Troll Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filtheny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had fled you glide.
Who's that? Friend of yours? You up to something?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, I am Draw Ragslin, Punctus, Draw Ragslin,
You broke him.
Wait, Draw Ragslin, we pray, we...
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now look what you've done.
Dead gods only know where these roaches stowed Halsin. Keep your nose to the ground, and I reckon we'll get a whiff. Do not doubt the blade. The dragon's wink is no quicker.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Good. Seluna is a bad omen. Just look what's befallen her temple. Though, I'll grant it must have been impressive once, in all its profane glory. Until someone raised it. No matter. I'll breathe easier once we're clear of this place. Only that you're overthinking a simple deduction I made. Is your hearing failing you? Or your wits, perhaps? There's nothing more to say. Let's move.
That the jingle of coin I hear?
You've timed it well, my friend. Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous.
You joking? Goblins sell the best prisoners. Cheap, quiet, and eager to be elsewhere. Till this crowd converted and started sending their captives to Moonrise Towers, at least. No complaints, mind. I just sold enough smoke powder to cover the loss 10 times over. Oh, dry your eyes, ill-mater. It's me or a goblin cookpot. I know which I'd choose. No, much obliged for the chat, but I'm here to trade.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the scourge. This man is a follower of Leviata, goddess of pain.
Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner? Your tastes must turn to the exotic if you would stop here by choice. I was invited to discuss pain and its intricacies. But even I find these goblins crude and, well, primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? You know the Maiden of Pain. How refreshing. But there is more to us than that. Yes, we worship her through pain, often our own, but it is an intimate and loving thing, one we offer up. If you would permit it, I can show you, firsthand.
By all means, let us see what his skilled hand might get up to.
Pain is pain, dear one. It is above good and evil. But very well. You are clearly too close-minded for the ways of Leviata. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to my own worship.
Ah, my friend, we can speak freely. I'm in no hurry to take my turn on that spit out front. Perhaps you'd be so kind as to unlock this cage? Curiosity, my friend. It didn't benefit the cat. but it's the foundation of my career. Though I admit I've hit something of an impasse. Please, unlock my cell. Volotap Gedar, realm-renowned author, and tastemaker at your service. Bless you, my friend. I'll wait nicely, but please don't tarry. Look at this. I'm quite served. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. I'll write an anonymous account of your heroism then. None will know your name, yet your doings will live on. Volotap Gedar, realm-renowned author, and tastemaker at your service. We mustn't tarry, but I hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke? Why, by design, my friend. How better to learn the ways of a people than to live among them? I dare say the experiment has proven most fruitful, too. I'll be happy to share my findings once we've found somewhere safe to parley. An invisibility potion, my friend. A bit less refined than your mendacious method, but by God, it'll do the trick. Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain.
Poor lads. I'm only gonna make it hurt more. Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Spike, enough! Look what the Absolute dragged in. It's my pussycat, the Blade of Frontiers. You come for a rematch? Can't wait to add the remaining eye to my collection.
I'm not here for you. I'm here for the woman.
I know you took her. Where is she? Where is Miss Aura?
That Missouri lass, a friend of yours, Blade? Smells funny when you burn her. Screams real good, too. Tell you what, pussycat. Make this rat squeal, and I'll take you right to her.
You want me to torture him? Forget it.
Then forget your precious lady mate, and slink out of here! You ain't met the Blade's friend. Dragged her out one of those pod things myself. I shackled her up, whipped her good, hung her to dry.
No, please.
You become one with Will. Shame grips him as he considers the tools at his disposal. Will pauses, then takes a hot poker and holds it against the man's leg. The prisoner howls, and the stench of charred flesh fills the room.
Stop, please, please!
You're right.
Should've known you'd be soft. You're useless, pussycat. I'm not telling you shit.
The gods be damned. Tell me.
Not bloody likely.
Done.
Please, please! Let me out. There's no reason for this. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger.
Helsing, I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive. Somewhere underneath the temple. It's hidden in a secret vault. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. I have to go. I have to get out of here.
See? It squealed! Hit it again!
Keep your hands steady, Three.
Again! Make it squeal again.
He's staying right here. The beasts came in here with those robbers, killed Dick and Mince too. Boss is thinking of serving it to the walks. But first, Three, more stones. Make it nice and bloody.
Yeah! Hit his head! I want to hear more noises!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Yes, of course.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
But I want to hear it squeal!
One, that's a true soul you're talking to. Show some respect. Sorry, ma'am, I'll open the cage for you.
The bear sizes you up, wary, but not yet attacking.
Pardon the viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. You aided a bear without knowing if it would savage you. A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic. Either way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halsin. Indeed? Not the most opportune moment, but given the lengths you went to, I assume there's some urgency. Come on then, what's the problem? Unless you'd rather wait for an audience of goblins. I see. It's spreading then. You suffer from the very same blight I came here to investigate. I thought all the afflicted worked together. Clearly I was wrong. No visible signs of ceremorphosis. Just like the others. The good news is, you have time. The bad news, I don't know how much. I will do my best to help you, but before that, there's work to do. Blood to spill. I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. The natural order must be protected. Rare is the beast that survives decapitation. Help me eliminate the Drow Minthara, the Hobgoblin Draw Ragslin, and that perversion of a priestess, Gut. They are the ones holding these parasites together. Remove them, and nature will cure itself. Or more difficult. I can only restrain my bear form so much. I won't be able to help but attack goblins. If I join you, we'll likely have to slaughter this entire place. You may want to use discretion when approaching the goblin leaders. May Sylvanas guide your hand. Focus on the leaders. That's all it will take to restore the balance here.
Something's wrong. I feel... What the... Darkness, protect me. No! I'm fine. Forget it. Never you mind. It's nothing. Even if it was something, I'm clearly not going to tell you, am I? Let's go.
We have yet to find Soru. Or have you so quickly forgotten? He has seen my people, and where we find Githyanki, we will find their crash. I expect I am your first. I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. Decadent, then. Lacking in economy. like so much of this world and its undisciplined people.
I know you've got questions, but let me ask you one first. You ever want something so bad, you'd stop at nothing to get it? Then I reckon you'll understand. Spike and his goblin cronies torched the whole god's damned village. The bugger gouged out my eye and left us all to burn. I vowed to the hells and the heavens that I'd make him pay. So rose a woman from the town's ashes. She called herself Mizora. My soul shivered as soon as her lips touched my ears. She promised I'd have my revenge. Mizora would forge me into a hero. I'd have the power to slay my every enemy, save their every victim. All in exchange for my endless devotion. She only revealed her true form after I'd said yes. The Cambion. Half human, half devil. You were right about the fake eye. It's a sending stone. Mizora can call on me whenever she wishes. My soul became hers, in this life and beyond. The flames and fury of the 9 hells themselves. She showed me how to conjure fire and to command beasts. The more I craved, the more she promised. Balls of fire, festering clouds. I went from spoiled brat to savior. My way of avenging every blameless life taken. Slay enough monsters, save enough villages, and there could be peace. I reckon you know the answer. There is no path to peace through the hells, though I searched long for it. I told Mizora I wanted out. We were still arguing when the squiddy snatched us both. After the crash, goblins plucked her from her pod and... well, I reckon you know the rest. I don't know what the Drow want with Mizora, but she promised to break our bond if I save her. I free her, and she frees me. Mizora demanded a price I was unwilling to pay. One I won't speak of. Not now. Not here. The bargain is void if she's killed, near as I can tell. A nigh impossible task, even for the blade. If the Drow slayed her, they'd do me a great favor. Or so I think on the darkest days. But she still lives. They want something from her. Gods know what. Thank you. Your loyalty means more than the whole of the realm's riches.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business, now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Right. Well, you ain't the first foreign type, I suppose. Gonna have to be a bit more specific though, mate. Absolute's got a few favourites around here. You here to see Priestess Gut, Boss Ragslin, or the Drow?
Seems we've pegged all 3 marks. Let the boss hunt begin.
Enough gabbing, yous. You want Ragslin, Gut, or the Drow? Do you now? Might feel different once she puts her burning brands here. She's through the main doors. Just follow the smell of burnt goblin holes.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she?
Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
A priestess, one of the leaders, no doubt about it. Let's make her squeal.
What's that? Tell your friend to keep quiet, or he'll lose his good eye. Ready for the fire, are ya? Shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon, and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself, this'll sting. Hold still.
As the pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become entangled. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business. Ready to clear your head? Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell. The Absolute will protect me. You don't stand a chance.
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their sanctuary is found, I will take something precious from you every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
Ain't no use without my limbs. The lads will make the prisoner squeal soon enough, I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours, a cold hand caressing your brain.
A true soul in such a grotesque form. The Absolute has a place in her heart even for Dothier. Her heart is more generous than mine. Join my hunt, fairy, and obey me. Worshippers of a false god. Their existence is an insult to the Absolute's claim on this region. The thief, whimpering in our dungeon, tried to flee to their sanctuary. We will continue to remove parts of him until he tells us exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk.
We can't let them find the grove. End her now. Sooner than later, if I've got a say in it.
Enough. Speak only to me while you are in my presence. The hunt must begin soon. Tell me what you know. The Absolute will reward us with such power if we find this place.